Additionally, kids
Top of the 8th here in Busch Stadium, the Cardinals 5, the Mets 4. First pitch to Tyrone Taylor is popped up, and coming over to make the play is Donovan for the first out in the top of the 8th.
Well, what a job so far by Michael McGreevy.
Michael McGreevy has been in for 4 innings, been a long reliever, and he's only given up a hit.
I mean, this guy has come in and just shut it down.
This is the second game of a doubleheader. The Cardinals won 6-5 earlier. And now the Mets order turns over to the top, and here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor takes a fastball at the top of the zone to start things off. Strike 1.
This is the key part of the lineup. Can McGreevy navigate through Lindor, Soto, and Alonso with a 1-run lead? He struck out Lindor swinging in the 5th. He got Soto to fly to left and then Alonso to ground out.
Up high, ball 1.
This is one of my favorite at-bats, him against Lindor in that 5th inning. He had Francisco all in between, ended up striking him out with 95 upstairs.
1-1 delivery outside, ball 2.
Don't want to put him on because Lindor is not afraid to run. He's stolen a base tonight. Two balls and a strike.
2-1 for McGreevy. Lindor swings and misses at a cutter right down the pipe at 88. And the count is tied at 2.
Pitch that was center cut.
Well, and it's not just that pitch, it's the one prior.
Yeah.
He started in the same spot, and his changeup ran off the plate the other direction. This
payoff pitch. Lindor up the middle, right to Jose Barrero. 2 outs.
Let's enjoy a quick word from Rally House.
Play ball, St. Louis.
And now the Mets DH Juan Soto comes to the plate.
Rally House has gear for every fan.
One of the best ways I heard pitching described was by Josh Beck, and I asked him about his method to success when he was with the Marlins. And I thought it was really interesting as Soto digs in.
First pitch to Soto. Up and outside, ball 1.
The way Beckett described it, I'm trying to make X's on the inside and outside corners.
That makes a ton of sense, right? So
Michael McGreevy wants a new baseball, and he's granted it.
Front door. Right. There's your X. Being able to do that to both sides.
2 quick outs so far in the top of the 8th. Mets down a run with one of the best hitters in the game at the plate, trying to tie things. A sinker that looked high, but it was called a strike nonetheless.
Soto
1-1.
like it. Call maybe a little bit upstairs. Brian Walsh, home plate umpire.
He'll use his timeout. That was a professional exchange. Let's see if it helps Soto with the next pitch and an even count.
Outside, ball 2. Try to get the sweeper to cut in.
Next.
Couldn't.
I would be very careful with this guy. Edwin Diaz is up in the Mets.
Here's the 2-1. Just missed outside with a sinker. Big league take from Soto. We all know he loves doing that. 3-1 is now the count. That's in the zone. Count is full. Fastball that got the corner. And here's the full count pitch from McGreevy. Soto hits a high one into foul territory. Coming over is Arenado, and he made the catch! He made the basket catch, crashing into the net, and some fans into the front row. He's going to give him the baseball. Class act, Nolan Arenado. Oh, what a basket catch, and he crashes into the front row and just hangs out with the family after making a ridiculous catch. Oh, crashed into the net. And it scrambled that family. Whew, what a catch by Arenado. We'll be right back.
And got the scare of her life, but she
Bottom of the
couldn't
eighth.
win the souvenir after this great catch by
We're back here in Busch Stadium. What a catch by Arenado, and he crashes into the seats. And oh boy.
Leaned in
Oh.
and made sure that the
Oh boy,
little
she
girl was
crashed
okay.
Arenado crashed into a
There's the
little girl.
souvenir. She wasn't even crying.
Oh wow, she didn't even cry.
But what a moment.
Wow.
She got the baseball. And we
Pozo rips one into left field right away for a base hit to start the inning.
Single off Edwin Diaz, who's been battling some hip problems. The Mets
Edwin
are
Diaz, the
bringing
new
him
pitcher
down
for the
one,
Mets,
try to hold it there.
immediately gives up a leadoff single to Yoel Pozo.
So Diaz answers the Chevy call to the bullpen. 7 out of 7 in saves.
On that 15
Here's Jordan
strikeouts
Walker,
per 9.
and he hits a fly ball into left field, but Nimmo's gonna make the catch. Pozo
So Jordan's
stays at
retired
first,
for out number
1 out.
11. The Mets have tried very hard to
Two
keep
pitches
Edwin
and
from pitching it
a
back
single
to
and an out. 2 fly balls in Nimmo's direction. Here's Victor Scott.
That says is his last outing. So like Ryan Helsley, they need
Victor
to
Scott having a solid year. A walk, a double, and an RBI for
Yeah,
him
in there
tonight.
for sure. Speaking of Ryan Helsley,
In the
I
nightcap
don't
of this
see
doubleheader,
the Cardinals
and he fouls off the
which
first
means
pitch.
it's
So
McGreevy time. He has been rolling.
they're
so
really
far.
on Edwin here.
So go ahead.
No one in
kid,
the
do your
Cardinals
thing.
bullpen for now, but
he is doing it. So is this
unless
kid, Victor
if Ryan
Scott,
Helsley
faced 2
wasn't
more
used
times.
in the earlier game today, I'd see him.
And couldn't check his swing.
Victor Scott gets sorted on that pitch, and it's quickly 0-2 on him. Hold on, I gotta make the sound effect. Start! Inside, ball 1. Scott is the 9 hitter for St. Louis tonight. And got him looking! A slider
from Diaz. That's
on the outside edge of the zone. It looked like it was a ball actually, but it was called a strike nonetheless.
Backdoor with the
And
slider.
it got Scott looking.
Didn't like it. Caught enough of the plate there for home
2
plate
outs,
umpire
bottom of the
Brian
8th. St. Louis up by a run with Pozo at first. Here's the leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar to the plate.
With a strikeout. And Nootbaar
Good
takes
eye
down
from
the
Lars, a
stairs.
slider that just missed the zone. 1-0. Already had drawn a walk earlier on today in the 3rd. Scored a run off of that. Another slider that drops below the zone.
9th inning.
2-0. Hitters
Not
count.
an easy frame. You've got Alonso, Vientos, and Nimmo scheduled. I think McGreevy has a chance to win this game. If he does, he'd run his big league record to 4-0. More on that in a moment.
2-0 pitch from Edwin, and he catches the zone on that fastball, barely. It's 2-1.
5 big league games. Jason Simon Tachi in 2002.
Wow, wait a minute. Simo did come in hot too.
Ripped to left or right field, base hit down the first base line. Pozo's digging to 3rd, and where's Lars going to end up? It's going to be a double with 2 outs for Lars Nootbaar. A hot shot down the first base line that got him to right for a 2-out double. And now the Cardinals are in business here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th.
This time he left it over the plate. You caught it right out in front. Whips
Yeah,
it
went right over Pete Alonso's head. Yoel Pozo was digging to 3rd.
Pozo scored from first in the 6th inning. Couldn't come around here.
Here's
Now
Jose
it's
Barrero.
up to Barrero.
He's 0 for 2.
There,
And he
this
takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Barrero in his 2 at-bats after replacing Mason Wynn. A strikeout and a pop-out. Swing and a miss. A slider in the other batter's box, and Barrero could not check his swing. Or he couldn't hold back, I should say. He didn't check his swing. He swung around. He cut and missed.
So Barrero has to protect with a 2-strike count. Remember, he took over from
Now
Mason
Edwin
Wynn,
can
who
get out of the
sprained
jam here.
ankle in the 3rd inning.
And keep this a game heading into the 9th. Here's the 0-2. Foul off of Alvarez.
Glove foul.
Another 0-2 pitch.
2-strike hit.
Edwin fires. Down the middle. Right to Lindor. Fires the first to end the frame. We head to the 9th inning. Michael McGreevy going to try and put the Mets away.
Leads it 5-4 after 8. Tire service.
Top of the 9th. Cardinals up 5-4, trying to sweep today's doubleheader. First batter he'll have to face is the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Michael McGreevy, he's going to go another frame.
Alonso, Vientos, and Nimmo in the top of the 9th.
Can he complete the save? Fastball inside, just missed the play. Good eye from Alonso. It's 1-0. Inside.
The Cardinals trying to crowd
2-0.
Alonso, missed inside, ball 2.
But got him to ground out to shortstop last time up, did Michael McGreevy.
Pete Alonso having a hell of a year. And he just misses again. It's 3-0. They keep going inside. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked this at-bat. Will Pete Alonso swing here?
Cardinals might be going batter to batter.
Here's the 3-0.
A strike.
Taken in the zone. That's a strike. So it's 3-1 now.
It's Steven Matz, who's standing on top of the mound. He's yet to throw a warm-up pitch.
Here's the 3-1 from McGreevy. Alonso swings and misses, and Pozo falls. Looked like it got him in a spot.
He's waving
He did
home
not
plate
feel-
umpire Brian Walsh back in. He said he's all right. Oh, yeah. Knee,
We got Yoel
ankle.
Pozo on the knee and the ankle.
Could have been worse. Could have finished that triangle.
Lucky for Pozo, they didn't get hit in the crotch. All right, here's the full count delivery
And get Alonso.
from McGreevy. Swing and a miss. Strike one. A sinker right down the pipe, and Alonso couldn't catch up to it. 1 out in the top of the 9th.
Done, your Budweiser plays of the game.
Victor Scott, the second, robbed a 3-run shot off the bat of Juan Soto. Walker, diving play in the gap, said he lost it, and then Arenado dives into the stands, right into a family. The kids are okay, makes an incredible
And
play.
now here's
Defense
Mark to the plate.
amazing tonight.
Known clutch hitter, good eye there. Sinker dropped below the zone.
Came back from a
1-0.
3-0 count to get Alonso for the first big out of the inning.
This dude is a big leaguer, and he
Ollie
has proven
Marmol
it
watching
every
on.
single time he's been out there.
Swing and a miss. Fastball outside corner at the top of the zone. And the count is tied at 1. Michael McGreevy's been in since the 4th inning. This is his 76th pitch of the outing. And a sweeper that drops below the zone. 2-1. But man, what an effort from McGreevy if he can get this win.
8 swinging strikes.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
2-2. 8 swinging
A
strikes.
sinker
How many swings?
on the outside corner at the bottom of the zone. Got marked the cut and miss. And the count is tied at 2. Payoff pitch. Mark fouls it back.
Couldn't connect.
Little extra extra. I like the way, too, that he's working his different fastballs. He'll work the four seam at the top of the zone. He's worked the sinker to both sides of the plate.
Another 2-2 pitch. Chopped it. Ferrero's got it. Fires to first. They got him. And the Mets are down to their final out.
So Michael McGreevy has been brilliant tonight.
Go ahead, young man. Peppering the strike zone, mixing it up well, keeping one of the best offenses in baseball on their toes. Getting some swing and miss, using the defense behind him. I mean, cannot say enough about the poise here of Michael McGreevy.
And the last batter that McGreevy will have to face is the hitless Brandon Nimmo, who goes after the first pitch. Left field, making the play is Lars. The Cardinals win 5-4, thanks to 6 strong innings from Michael McGreevy. And he is fired up. Same with Yoel Pozo. The Cardinals sweep the doubleheader. And what an effort by the young Michael McGreevy. What a win for St. Louis. See y'all later. Harvey out. Peace.